Back at you guys with another video, man. I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day as always, bro. And we've been hearing a lot of chit chat. We're gonna hop right into it. We've been hearing a lot of blasphemy, bro, about David Benavidez fighting Arthur Beterbiev next, man. The undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, the man that just took down Bivol, the fight that could have gone either way, the fight that could have even been marked a draw, the two best in the division mixing it up, man, and Arthur getting the job done. The chit chat already begins, man, about David Benavidez fighting Arthur next after his fight with Morrell, which hasn't even taken place yet, man. Let's see how he does against Morrell. Not only would beat Arthur, bro, but would knock Arthur out, man. And a lot of people with the pushback, bro, are saying, how did he look against Gvozdyk, bro? He didn't look all that great. And of course, the reasons and excuses are going to come up, saying it was the first fight he had in that weight class. I agree with that, bro. Styles makes fights. Of course, that's one people love to bring up. And another one was, Gvozdyk was just in there trying to survive. And I had to pull up the CompuBox, bro. Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world, bro. But in order to win a boxing match, you got to throw punches, right? David Benavidez did dominate that fight, and he did look great. But Gvozdyk was not in there trying to survive. Gvozdyk was definitely in there fighting. And let's go over these numbers, bro. Pulling up the final punch stat report, bro, because we're not going to make this a 30-minute video going round by round and jabs and all that, right? Total punches to the body landed. Benavidez, 223 out of 521, landing 42.8% of his punches. Gvozdyk, total punches to the body landed, 163 out of 699, 23.3%. Now, David did land more punches, threw less, but Gvozdyk threw more shots to the body than David Benavidez, bro. I mean, I don't think this man was trying to punch the air. I mean, I think this man was really trying to hit David Benavidez's body. Reason he threw almost 700 punches. Now, let's go to the total jabs thrown, Benavidez, 60 out of 172, landing 34.9%. Gvozdyk, 55 out of 311, landing 17.7%. Once again, threw more punches than Benavidez. And now let's go to the power shots. And the reason I want to bring up the power shots, because in boxing, a lot of times, as we all know, you got to keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Don't drop your lead hand. When you throw the jab, bring it back, to position, don't get caught on your way out and all that stuff. But another way that people are vulnerable, as we all know, is throwing those power shots, bro. Throwing those power shots, because it leaves you super vulnerable and, to getting countered. And the total power shots thrown and landed, Benavidez 163 out of 349, which landed 46.7%. Gvozdyk landed 108 power punches out of 388 thrown. Now, if this man was in that ring trying to survive, how did he throw more power shots than Benavidez? How did he throw more jabs than Benavidez? This man was throwing more punches than Benavidez. Now, if he landed or not, this man was leaving himself vulnerable into getting countered by David. This man was leaving himself vulnerable into taking a chance of getting knocked out. So this whole fighting to survive, bro, I don't think this man was fighting to survive, let alone we all know that this man was on his way out. And the reason I bring this up, I'm not trying to trash David, bro. I think David is a great fighter, bro. I think David is a great fighter, but we're taking this victory, it almost seems to me, away from Arthur, bro. All the stuff about, Bivol should have won or Arthur should have won. And now talking about Benavidez should fight Arthur next. You know what I'm saying, bro? And Benavidez will KO Arthur when Benavidez, his biggest victory is against Caleb Plant, in my opinion, at 168. And now that he moved up, his next biggest fight is going to be against Morrell. First and foremost, let's see how he does against Morrell, bro, at the end of the day. And it makes me think to myself, are all these dudes really Benavidez fans? Or just people that really hate Canelo Alvarez? And I'm going to go ahead and say I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's a mixture of both, bro. I think, when it comes to Benavidez, there's a lot more dudes that just hate Canelo than are actual Benavidez fans. And again, I think Benavidez is an excellent fighter. And let's not forget that, the man that stopped Gvozdyk was Arthur Beterbiev, man. And the only thing I could think of that David has on his side, bro, would be his youth, because we all know this man is pushing 40. But at the end of the day, he beat the best Bivol in that ring the other night, bro. And this man didn't look like he was an age over 30, bro. So I don't know, man. Father Time is undefeated, but I haven't seen Father Time catch up to Arthur yet, bro. And I haven't seen Benavidez beat anybody, you know, to the level of Arthur Beterbiev, man. And this is no disrespect. I think Caleb Plant is an excellent fighter, bro. You know, beat him in 12 rounds, went the distance with him, got the job done. I think Plant is an excellent fighter. And I think Morrell is a great fighter. Both of them didn't look that great. Their first fight moving up, bro. But let's see how David does against Morrell, bro. You know, the disrespect to Arthur, bro, I mean, it is outrageous. And, you know, Styles makes fights, and this man was trying to survive. I find that to be hilarious and ridiculous, how a man that threw more punches than David, even though David was more accurate, leaving himself vulnerable to get caught and to get stopped, doesn't sound like a man that was in there just trying to survive, bro. It just sounds like a man that was a step slower than David and couldn't get to David how David was getting to him, bro. But stop with this whole surviving stuff and stop with making excuses, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous at the end of the day, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? Let David go ahead and do his thing. Let's see how David looks against Morrell, the other David. And then, you know, maybe we could talk about it. But I think Arthur most definitely is going to probably rematch Bivol, and that's probably the fight that everybody wants to see, bro. You know, let the winner of Morrell and Benavidez maybe fight the loser of that fight, and let's see how that pans out. You know what I'm saying? Because Bivol is a bad man himself, bro. Let's not get this twisted. But these are my thoughts and my opinions, bro. I think it was hilarious. I think it was outrageous. And I think it's a little mix of both. You know, if these dudes are actually Benavidez supporters and fans, or if these dudes really just hate Canelo Alvarez that much and they take every opportunity to try to boast up David. But David's biggest victory up to date was Caleb Plant. And I still think David Benavidez is an excellent fighter, but he has a whole lot of work left to be done, bro. And a whole lot of big fights that he has to step in there and perform and get the job done. We out of here till the next video, man. I'm just keeping it a buck with my thoughts and my opinions, bro. Shout out to Beterbiev, bro. Undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Well deserved.